We've got the release of a huge PlayStation 4 exclusive confirmed, and it's available to pre-order right now. The PlayStation Plus freebies for the month of December are also live right now. We are celebrating 25 years of PlayStation, and the PlayStation blog has a post about that. I want to run you guys through that, and some announcements that might be coming as a part of that. And Kingdom Hearts 3 is getting some DLC called Remind. New details and a trailer are set for later this month. We'll go over that at the end of this video. First up, just about everybody that's into Japanese RPGs is super excited for the release of Persona 5 Royal. I imagine the majority of you guys already played the excellent Persona 5. However, a definitive version of the game that is definitely going to be worth your time is coming on March 31st, 2020. It has been confirmed the game has already been released in Japan, but now it's making its way stateside. And it was also noted a Phantom Thieves limited edition of the game is coming. Now, this will be physical only. I'll go over the digital listings in a second, but a collector's edition of the game will be released called the Phantom Thieves edition. From the product listing, it will include the Persona 5 Royal game disc, a Joker mask with the stand, a steelbook soundtrack, collector's box, art book, dynamic PlayStation 4 theme, and outside of that, if you do just want to buy the base game physically, the launch edition of the game will include a steelbook, so there's that to look forward to as well. The game description notes this: prepare for an all-new RPG experience in Persona 5 Royal based in the universe of the award-winning series Persona. Don the mask of Joker and join the Phantom Thieves of Hearts. Break free from the chains of modern society and stage grand heists to infiltrate the minds of the corrupt and make them change their ways. Persona 5 Royal is packed with new characters, confidants, story depth, new locations to explore, and a new grappling hook mechanic for stealthy access to new areas. With a new semester at Shujin Academy, get ready to strengthen your abilities in the multiverse and in your daily life. Persona 5 Royal presents a unique visual style, and award-nominated composer Shoji Meguro returns with an all-new soundtrack. Explore Tokyo, unlock new personas, customize your own personal thieves' den, discover a never-before-seen story arc, cutscenes, alternate endings, and much more. Again, Persona 5 Royal will be out March 31st, and let me quickly go over the digital listings as well. So you can get the standard edition of the game for $59.99. That'll get you a dynamic theme for pre-ordering. There will be a deluxe edition of the game. That'll be $69.99. And that includes the game and the Persona 5 Royal Kasumi costume bundle. And then lastly, you do have the Persona 5 Royal Ultimate Edition. That'll be $100, and that'll include the game and the Persona 5 Royal DLC pack. The Persona 5 Royal DLC pack includes the costume, battle, and Persona DLC found in the Persona 5 Royal Kasumi costume bundle, the Persona 5 Royal Battle bundle, and the Persona 5 Royal Persona bundle. All of that with the game for $100. Seems a little bit expensive, but whatever. And if you're a super big fan of Persona 5, chances are you're probably gonna go with the special edition, although I do expect it to be in the neighborhood of $80 to $100, given that it does include the Joker mask, an art book, a soundtrack CD. There's actually some cool stuff in there, so very excited for Persona 5 Royal. I know that it's a little bit of a bummer that it is gonna be released at a whopping $60, given the fact that Persona 5, the base game, can now be had for like $10. Going the full $60 route with Persona 5 Royal, I don't really know how to feel about that. At the end of the day, though, it's Persona 5, and I imagine that a ton of people are still going to be excited for it. And this is one of those games that you can really get away with a higher price point just because everyone is aware of the masterclass of quality that Persona 5 was. You know, it's one thing for a sports game to be released every year for $60. In the case of Persona 5, by the time March rolls around, it'll be 3 years since the original game came out. And I don't think it's going to be that big of a pet peeve to the majority of people that it is going to be priced at $60. Alright, moving on from that, I do want to quickly note that Titanfall 2 and Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game, are both available as PlayStation Plus freebies, and both are available to download right now. Titanfall 2, I would highly recommend you guys to check out. It's an excellent first-person shooter, and it actually does have a pretty good single-player campaign attached to it as well. Hopefully, with the release of the game as a PlayStation Plus freebie, the multiplayer community will be bolstered up a little bit. I imagine initially, at the very least, that will happen. Titanfall 2 is just an excellent game. I've gone through multiple times how EA butchered the release of the game by releasing it right around the same time as Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Battlefield 1. And Battlefield 1 was an EA published title, so whoever made that decision should honestly be smacked, but let's not go back into that wormhole now. Titanfall 2, give Titanfall 2 a look. It's a great game, and it's definitely worth your time. And Monster Energy Supercross, honestly, I'm not gonna act like I know much about that game, but if you do want a racing title, there you have it. You've got a Supercross title in there as well. Alright, moving on from that, the PlayStation is celebrating its 25th anniversary, believe it or not, and it notes on the PlayStation blog, join us all week at PS Blog and on our social channels for a series of celebrations. I thought this would be something cool to go over, but it was noted on December 3rd, 1994, 25 years ago this week, the first PlayStation made its global debut in Japan, starting from a humble beginning as an upstart within Sony. Ken Kutaragi and the team delivered on a vision to elevate video games as a form of entertainment that everyone could enjoy, and to make a platform for game developers to express their creativity. The original PlayStation sold 100,000 units in Japan on its first day, and went on to become the first ever home console to surpass 100 million units sold globally. Nowadays, if you do surpass that 100 million mark, which the PlayStation 4 has already done, but that 100 million milestone is really the major milestone for a console to break, to be realized as an incredibly successful console, and I believe every PlayStation platform has actually cracked 100 million. The PlayStation 3 may have not, don't recall off the top of my head, but every PlayStation platform has reached a relative amount of success, with the PlayStation 2 obviously doing the best. The blog post also notes, over the past 25 years, PlayStation has stood at the forefront of gaming, and I'm honored to have been a part of the team since the early days. That's coming from CEO Jim Ryan. As I was helping set up the business in Europe, I remember having to start from scratch with many things, from hiring employees to ordering furniture. Back then, we focused on catering to local markets to ensure that a gamer in Poland would feel a part of the broader PlayStation community just as much as someone in the UK or Japan or the US, supported by passionate fans around the world. Our business has grown significantly, and our focus on community is more important than ever. It's truly humbling to see fans who grew up on PlayStation passing down their love of gaming to their children who are now playing on PS4. On behalf of all of us at PlayStation, thank you for taking the journey with us. We can't wait to celebrate what comes next with you. Wanted to make note of this because it's pretty incredible how time flies. I remember picking up a PlayStation 1 way back in the day. I probably didn't get it until a little bit later, around 99, a little bit before the release of the PlayStation 2, but I remember getting Spyro the Dragon and games like Mega Man X4 and just going to town on the PlayStation 1. Back then, I didn't even know what a memory card was, so I didn't even have the option to save games. I would literally boot up a game and try to play it and beat it in one sitting. Yeah, that was a little bit ridiculous going back and thinking about that. However, really cool to see that PlayStation as a brand is celebrating its 25th anniversary, and let's hope they can keep that momentum rolling into the release of the PlayStation 5 later in 2020. And lastly, I do want to note that Kingdom Hearts 3's DLC and Remind, new details are coming for that, and a trailer is set for December. A new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3's downloadable content Remind will be released in December. Square Enix has confirmed that through the Kingdom Hearts Orchestra World of Tress concert in Osaka today. The following new information was also announced about the DLC. Data creating a photo mode where you can freely position and pose your favorite characters to take photographs. Objects and effects can also be configured. Slideshow, make a slideshow of the photographs you have taken. You may even be able to choose between frames and background music. Premium menu, a fast pass makes enemies weaker, and then you have black code, challenge, play without items, cure, etc. These new elements will not be shown in the December trailer, however, they are coming to Kingdom Hearts 3. The game itself is obviously available on PlayStation 4 right now, and a demo has been released for the game as well, so if you've yet to check out Kingdom Hearts 3 yet, honestly, I would recommend you to check out the collection, as I always say that. However, the game itself is pretty good. While I wouldn't say it's perfect, I would say there's a lot more good than bad out of Kingdom Hearts 3, and I am excited to see what the DLC can do for the game as well. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, Persona 5 Royal will be coming March 31st, 2020, so very much excited for that, and that is going to be a huge release and coming out in the same month as Final Fantasy VII Remake, so that is going to be very interesting to see where the majority of the gamers' dollars go for JRPGs. I imagine Final Fantasy VII Remake will sell a lot better, but I also imagine that Persona 5 Royal is going to hold up pretty well against it. The PlayStation Plus freebies for the month of December are available right now, so make sure you check those out. PlayStation is celebrating its 25th anniversary and do expect new details on Kingdom Hearts 3's Remind DLC coming later this month. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.